EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Now it's Mahomes again. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. And again, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They get it to him running left. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's Ryan to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On second down, Ryan. He's to the 10. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. He's going to get it running right. And he is out of bounds here. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
12.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Okay, partner, got to fit in some Super Bowl chatter here. We're going to have New England and the L.A. Rams, two teams that had to go on the road and win their respective conference titles.
And think about this. The Patriots, who went to 8 straight AFC championship games, back in the Super Bowl yet again, yet they believe they're the underdogs and feel like the whole world is against them. How did they get to adopt that posture? But it's working for them.
And remember, by the way, the Patriots, their first Super Bowl win was against the Rams back in their St. Louis days.
So a lot has changed for the Rams since then. And the Patriots, consistently the most successful team in the NFL. This is going to be fun.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way down to the 26. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Conley's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. For the Falcons, Charles, we've talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker, Deion Jones, for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season,
but when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit. But how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level. One of the best players in the game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A quick throw, but incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Eluding the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Ryan. A left side completion to Jones. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, gun. Gun. 20. On.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to go for it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Ryan on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. The Georgia native, former Bulldog, Justin Houston, in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
12. Got it. Back 25. Hey, Tuesday. Hey. Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Freeman a 1st down and more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And down right around the 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
22.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. A road win in the National National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, and I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Newton, flush to his right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Newton. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining fantastic season. Over 1,000 on the ground, over 100 catches in the air. This guy can flat out do it all. And if they weren't worried about injury, he'd return punts and kickoffs as well. He's a dynamic.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. It's the fullback taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Wes Horton able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Wes Horton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. This is taken at about the 14. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Attention shifting back to Carolina as they come onto the field. And you talked about it earlier. They started 6-2. Everything was looking good. Then 7 losses in a row in 2018. Besides Cam Newton retooling and not maybe running as much, what else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton and his running because they've wanted him to run the ball less in recent years. But what's that expression that Cam used? A lion's got to roar. Running the football is a part of me. And it allows him to feel like he's part of the game. Well, they've got to be more judicious about that. He just has to get healthy because he was throwing the football better than he ever had in his career. But I do think the injury changed everything for Carolina because when he couldn't make the throws necessary, it really hurt them moving the ball downfield and put a lot of pressure on their defense.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 21-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good pickup there at 22. Here's Ryan to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Ryan. Throw right side caught by Ridley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Tuesday.
Ryan will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10.